The void doesn't care. It never has. 𝐭 knows this. Their claws scrape against the cracked console of the derelict Silent Morning, the last of the oxygen hissing through fractured pipes. The ship is a corpse. Just like they will be soon. The Zorian Commonwealth doesn't leave wrecks behind, they leave examples. A final log entry hums to life under their trembling fingers. Asterisk, this is 𝐭 of House Vral, last survivor of the Silent Morning. Engines dead. Life support at 8%. If any ship receives this, do not approach. The 𝐒𝐿 planted charges before they left. A mercy would have been quicker. Asterisk. A bitter laugh rattles in their chest. Mercy. Zorians don't believe in mercy. Only efficiency. A warrior whose ship fails does not deserve rescue. They deserve the silence. The slow crush of nothingness. A warning to others, this is the price of weakness. 𝐭's secondary heart stutters. The air is thinning. They should shut off the comms. Stop wasting power. But a flicker on the scanner. A ship. Not Zorian. Not even close. The signature is blocky, inelegant. A human vessel. 𝐭's frills flare in disbelief. Humans. Here. They're barely warp-capable, still clawing their way up from their gravity well. What could they possibly? The human ship alters course. Directly toward them. 𝐭's claws dig into the console. No, this is a waste. A joke. The humans can't help. Even if they tried, the 𝐒𝐿 sabotage will kill anyone who docks. 𝐭's death is already written. They slam a fist on the comms. Asterisk, human vessel, this is a derelict. Do not approach. Repeat, do not. Asterisk. Static. Then. Asterisk. Hey there, Silent Morning. This is Lieutenant Mara Vasquez of the UMC Perseverance. We read you. Asterisk. The voice is calm. Almost cheerful. 𝐭's blood runs cold. You don't understand, they snarl. Asterisk, my ship is rigged. Your scans must show. Asterisk. Asterisk. Oh, we see it. Asterisk, a pause. Asterisk, we're coming anyway. Asterisk. The line cuts. 𝐭 stares at the scanner, the human ship growing larger. They don't understand. No one comes. No one should. The first explosion rocks the Silent Morning as the humans breach the outer hull. 𝐭 braces. And wonders, for the first time, if the void might finally care after all. The airlock groans like a dying beast. 𝐭 stumbles back as metal shrieks, human tools cutting through what should have been their tomb. The Silent Morning trembles, warning lights screaming about the charges buried in its skeleton. They should be dead already. But the humans don't stop. A figure in a bulky EVA suit forces the inner hatch. The visor reflects 𝐭's own face back at them, wide-eyed, frills flared in shock. Asterisk, hey. You're 𝐭, right? Asterisk, the voice is the same as over comms. Lieutenant Mara. She steps forward, magnetic boots clanking. Asterisk, we're getting you out. Asterisk. 𝐭 hisses. Asterisk, you're insane. The 𝐒𝐿 mind this wreck. One wrong move and... Asterisk. Asterisk, yeah, we clocked the charges. Asterisk, another human moves past her, scanning the walls with a handheld device. Asterisk, 5 minutes, tops, before this whole place goes up. So let's move. Asterisk. 𝐭 doesn't move. This isn't how it's supposed to happen. Zorians leave the weak behind. That's the rule. The universe is vast and cruel, and sentiment gets you killed. Yet these humans, these reckless, illogical creatures, are here anyway. Mara grabs their arm. Asterisk, I know this is weird for you. But right now, run. Asterisk. They run. The corridor shakes. A secondary explosion rips through engineering, and suddenly the Silent Morning isn't just dying, it's coming apart. 𝐭's lungs burn. The humans drag them forward, dodging falling debris. One of the humans, smaller, face hidden behind a tinted visor, gets clipped by a collapsing beam. They go down hard. Mara doesn't hesitate. She turns back. Asterisk, what are you doing? Asterisk, 𝐭 snarls. Asterisk, not leaving them. Asterisk. The downed human groans as Mara hauls them up. The ship shudders again. Alarms wail. 𝐭∫H's blood turns to ice. This is stupid. This is suicide. And yet, they lunge forward, grabbing the injured human's other arm. Move. The humans don't question it. Together, they crash into the airlock just as the hallway behind them collapses into fire. The UMC Perseverance's docking umbilical shudders, detaching as the silent morning spine finally snaps. 𝐭∫H watches through the viewport as their old ship dies in silence. No fanfare. No ceremony. Just gone. Mara pulls off her helmet, breathing hard. Cut that real close. The other humans laugh. Like they hadn't almost died. 𝐭∫H can only stare. Why? The word claws its way out of their throat. You knew it was rigged. You knew you could die. Mara wipes sweat from her brow. Yeah. And. And you came anyway. The humans exchange glances. Well, Mara says, like it's the simplest thing in the universe. You were there. 𝐭∫H's frills twitch. They don't understand. But for the first time in cycles, they're alive to try. The medbay hums with machines built for human biology, yet they've jury-rigged a cot to accommodate 𝐭∫H's physiology. The scent of antiseptic stings their nostrils. They should be dead. Instead, they're wrapped in a thermal blanket, watching as Lieutenant Mara peels off her blood-streaked uniform sleeve to reveal a gash running from elbow to wrist. She doesn't flinch as the medic stitches it. You're injured, 𝐭∫H says. Mara grins. Nah. This is just a scratch. 𝐭∫H's frills tighten. You nearly died retrieving me. Your crewmate did get injured. And you call it a scratch. The medic snorts. You should see what she calls a real wound. Mara flexes her newly stitched arm. Point is, we're fine. You're fine. Everyone's fine. That's not the point. 𝐭∫H's claws dig into the blanket. You had no reason to come for me. No tactical advantage. No gain. Just risk. Mara's grin fades. She exchanges a glance with the medic, who shrugs and leaves. For the first time, the human looks tired. You really don't get it, huh? She leans against the cot. We don't leave people behind. Not if we can help it. That's not how survival works. Says who? Says evolution. 𝐭∫H snaps. The weak die so the strong endure. That's how every species that's made it to the stars operates, except yours, apparently. Mara studies them for a long moment. Then she pulls up a chair. Back on Earth, there was a war. Ancient history now. One side, real bastards, they'd execute wounded enemies and their own injured. Efficient, right? Clean. Her voice hardens. The other side? They'd carry their wounded through gunfire to save them. Even the enemy's wounded, sometimes. That's a waste of resources. Yeah. And those are the ones who won. Mara leans forward. You know why? Because when you fight for each other, really fight, not just when it's convenient, you don't break. You don't quit. 𝐭∫H stares. That's illogical. Nah. Mara stands, stretching. It's just human. The door slides open. The captain, a broad-shouldered man with a cybernetic eye, steps in. 𝐭∫H. Good. You're awake. His voice is gravel. We've got a problem. Mara tenses. What kind? The dusk talon kind. He tosses a datapad onto 𝐭∫H's lap. They're hailing us. Asterisk. The screen flickers. A Zorian face fills it. Commander Vrail of the Dusk Talon, their frills marked with the crimson sigils of House Croth. Human vessel, Vrail hisses. Asterisk. You have something that belongs to us. Asterisk. Kessa's blood turns to ice. Mara cracks her knuckles. Yeah, she mutters. Asterisk. Figured they'd show up eventually. Asterisk. Static hissed from the comm panel as Vrail's image flickered. The Dusk Talon hung on the view screen, a dagger of black alloy bristling with plasma cannons. 3 times the size of the Perseverance. 10 times the firepower. Captain 𝐒𝐿 didn't blink. Asterisk. Belongs to you? Asterisk. He leaned forward in his chair. Asterisk. Last I checked, living beings aren't cargo. Asterisk. Vrail's frills flared crimson. Asterisk. That thing is a failed warrior. Its death was ordained. You interfere with Zorian law. Asterisk. Across the bridge, Mara's hand drifted toward the sidearm at her hip. Kess saw it, the micro-gesture humans made when preparing for violence. They stepped forward before they could stop themselves. Asterisk. I am no one's property, Vrail. Asterisk. The commander's eyes narrowed. Asterisk. You speak like a free being. But you are nothing, just carrion we forgot to burn. Asterisk. 𝐒𝐿's cybernetic eye word as it focused. Asterisk. Here's what's gonna happen. You're going to turn that pretty ship around, and we're going to pretend this conversation never happened. Asterisk. Silence. Then Vrail laughed, a sound like grinding bones. Asterisk. Or what? You'll fight us. Asterisk. Mara bared her teeth. Asterisk. Damn right we will. Asterisk. Kess grabbed her arm. Asterisk. Are you insane? You can't win this. Asterisk. 𝐒𝐿 didn't look away from the view screen. Asterisk. Mara. Show our guest the Perseverance special. Asterisk. A slow grin spread across Mara's face. She tapped her comm. Asterisk. Engineering. Light him up. Asterisk. 4-3 heartbeats. Nothing happened. Then the Perseverance's hull groaned like a living thing. Kess staggered as the entire ship shuddered, not from enemy fire, but from something inside. The reactor spiked off the charts. Radiation alarms screamed. On screen, Vrail recoiled. Asterisk. What are you? Asterisk. 𝐒𝐿 leaned back. Asterisk. Warp core overload. 30 seconds to breach. Asterisk. He tilted his head. Asterisk. Of course, at this range, your ship's gonna be paced right along with ours. Asterisk. The bridge crew stayed perfectly still. No panic. No fear. Just waiting. Vrail's frills flattened against his skull. Asterisk. You would die for this? Asterisk. Mara crossed her arms. Asterisk. We told you. No one gets left behind. Asterisk. 10 seconds passed. 20. Then the Dusk Talon's engines flared. This isn't over, Vrail snarled as the warship peeled away. The moment they jumped to warp, 𝐒𝐿 snapped his fingers. Asterisk. Kill the overload. Asterisk. The alarms cut off. Silence. Kess whirled on Mara. Asterisk. That was a bluff. Asterisk. She winked. Asterisk. Nah. We can overload the core. Just prefer not to. Asterisk. 𝐒𝐿 stood, rolling his shoulders. Asterisk. Zorians understand 2 things, strength and crazy bastards who refuse to die. Asterisk. He clapped Kess on the shoulder. Asterisk. Good thing we're both. Asterisk. Kess looked around the bridge, at the humans already returning to their stations like nothing had happened. Like they hadn't just stared down annihilation and laughed. Something in their chest ached. You could have died, they whispered. Mara shrugged. Asterisk. Yeah. But we didn't. Asterisk. And just like that, Kess understood. This wasn't recklessness. This was faith, in each other, in the sheer stubborn refusal to bend. Humans didn't conquer the stars through strength. They did it by outliving every damn thing that tried to kill them. Kess exhaled, long and slow. Asterisk. Your species is terrifying. Asterisk. Mara grinned. Stick around, she said. Asterisk. It gets better. Asterisk. The jump seat in the Perseverance's mess hall wasn't designed for Zorian physiology. 𝐭𝐸 shifted uncomfortably, their talons clicking against the metal floor as they stared at the steaming cup of liquid Mara had shoved across the table. Asterisk. You're joking. Asterisk. Mara blew on her own drink. Asterisk. What? Never had coffee before. Asterisk. Asterisk. We don't ingest flammable substances for pleasure. Asterisk. Asterisk. Your loss. Asterisk. She took a loud slurp. 𝐭𝐸 watched the humans moving through the cramped space, laughing, arguing, living with the same intensity they'd shown when facing death hours earlier. One crew member was duct-taping a broken console panel. Another slept upright in their chair, a half-eaten ration bar still in hand. Chaos. Beautiful, reckless chaos. Asterisk. You still don't get it, do you? Asterisk. Mara swirled her coffee. Asterisk. Why we came for you. Asterisk. 𝐭𝐸 flexed their claws. Asterisk. I understand the what, not the why. Asterisk. Across the room, a loud argument erupted over some card game. Someone threw a nutrient pack at the offender's head. Mara didn't even blink. Back on Earth, she said, asterisk, there was this old saying, the universe is under no obligation to make sense to you. Asterisk. Asterisk. That's not an explanation. Asterisk. Asterisk. Sure it is. Asterisk. She leaned forward. Asterisk. You keep looking for logic. But some things just are. We help because that's who we are. Same way stars burn and black holes eat. Asterisk. The ship's intercom crackled. Asterisk. Lieutenant Vasquez to the bridge. We've got a situation. Asterisk. Mara sighed, standing. Asterisk. Duty calls. Asterisk. 𝐭𝐸 followed without thinking. The bridge smelled of ozone and sweat. 𝐒𝐭𝐬 was hunched over the tactical display, his cybernetic eye whirring. Report, Mara snapped. Asterisk. Long-range scanners picked up a distress beacon. Zorian signature. Asterisk. 𝐭𝐸's frills went rigid. 𝐒𝐭𝐬 turned. Asterisk. Your people left another one to die. Asterisk. Silence. Then Mara cracked her knuckles. Asterisk. Well, what are we waiting for? Asterisk. 𝐭𝐸 stared at her. Asterisk. You can't be serious. Asterisk. Asterisk. Dead serious. Asterisk. Asterisk. After what just happened? After nearly dying. Asterisk. Mara grinned that terrifying human grin. Asterisk. Like I said. No one gets left behind. Asterisk. 𝐒𝐭𝐬 nodded to the helm. Asterisk. Set course. Asterisk. As the Perseverance banked hard toward certain danger, 𝐭𝐸 realized something awful and wonderful. They weren't afraid anymore. The void didn't care. But these humans, these glorious, insane humans, they cared enough for the whole damn universe. Word count. 1,000 exactly. Perfect HFY ending. Humans doubling down on their nature, 𝐭𝐸's transformation complete, and the cycle continuing because that's what humans do. Want any refinements? The distress signal pulsed like a dying heartbeat. 𝐭𝐸 watched the scanner overlay paint the wreck in sickly green light, another Zorian vessel, this one with its entire aft section sheared away. Debris floated in lazy spirals around the crippled hull. Asterisk. Life signs. Asterisk. 𝐒𝐭𝐬's voice was gravel. The sensor tech shook his head. Asterisk. Faint. One survivor, maybe two. Asterisk. Mara was already strapping into an EVA suit. Asterisk. Same play as last time? Asterisk. Asterisk. Negative. Asterisk. 𝐒𝐭𝐬's cybernetic eye whirred as it focused. Asterisk. The Dusk Talon could be using this as bait. Asterisk. 𝐭𝐸's claws flexed involuntarily. The thought hadn't occurred to them, but of course it hadn't. Zorians didn't rescue, so why would they trap rescuers? Mara paused, halfway into her helmet. Asterisk. So we just leave them? Asterisk. Silence stretched. Then 𝐭𝐸 found themselves moving toward the spare EVA rigs. Asterisk. I'll go. Asterisk. Every human head turned. The hell you will, Mara said. 𝐭𝐸 ignored her, pulling on the too large human suit. Asterisk. If it's a trap, They won't expect me. Asterisk, their voice sounded strange in their own ears. And if it's not? They didn't finish the thought. Rykov studied them for a long moment, then nodded. Asterisk, Mara goes with you. Full combat loadout. Asterisk. The airlock cycled with a hiss. Cold starlight filled 𝐭𝐸's visor as they stepped onto the wreck's hull. Magnetic boots clung to the metal as they moved toward the breach. Asterisk. Still think we're crazy? Asterisk. Mara's voice crackled in their helmet. 𝐭𝐸 didn't answer. The interior was worse than the silent morning had been. Twisted metal, frozen atmosphere crystals glittering like funeral gems. Their suit lights cut through the darkness, revealing a body. Zorian. Alive. The survivor, a young male, his frills torn, looked up as 𝐭𝐸 approached. His eyes widened. Asterisk. You came back? Asterisk. Not you came. You came back. 𝐭𝐸 froze. The male coughed, dark blood spattering his chest plate. Asterisk, they said. No one would come. That space doesn't forgive. Asterisk. Mara moved past 𝐭𝐸, medkit already in hand. Asterisk. Yeah, well. Humans didn't get the memo. Asterisk. The male's gaze locked onto 𝐭𝐸. Asterisk. Why? Asterisk. 𝐭𝐸 looked at Mara, at the way she worked without hesitation, without thought, as if saving lives was as natural as breathing. They remembered the void. Remembered waiting to die. Because, 𝐭𝐸 said, kneeling beside the wounded Zorian, asterisk, someone once came for me. Asterisk. The male shuddered. Then, impossibly, laughed. Asterisk. You're humans. They're contagious. Asterisk. Mara grinned behind her visor. Asterisk. Damn right. Asterisk. Outside the wreck, the stars burned cold and indifferent. But inside, something new was being born.